Hey everyone, welcome back. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, glad to have you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so we can be friends. Today we are going to make the sunflower pop-up card. Yay, another new pop-up card from Cricut. So right now when you go into projects, it is number 1, numero uno, top dog. You can also go into cards, and it's going to show at the top for now. If you're not seeing it, just type in sunflower pop-up card and it should work. You can see I've already got mine on the screen here. You will need 2 pens, like an orangey colored pen and a darker green colored pen, and the rest is cardstock. So let's get this cut out and we'll put it together. Here are all the pieces. So we got the main part of the card. This is the main part of the sunflower. This is the center of the sunflower. We're going to start with these pieces here. You have 3 different sizes of your yellow pieces of the sunflower. Make sure you kind of keep them in order because it becomes important when we're attaching to this greenery piece here. So there is a score line. So go ahead and fold that one in, put that one off to the side, and then we'll start with the smallest one here. The score lines, you fold inwards, so the pen pieces are touching each other. And then the tabs, score lines at the bottom, you'll want to fold these ones outwards. Let's get this last one here. Accidentally folded it in the wrong spot. And it just glues together in behind. So get my glue. Oh, I got a little piece of guck on the top. Let me get that off. So just a little bit of glue there. Line it up, and it should make that little, that's not an octagon. What's the 6-sided one called? I don't remember. But do the same thing with the 2 biggest ones. I'm going to do that on my end, and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, now that your flowers are dry, on to the next step. So with your 3 different size flowers, you're starting with your biggest flower, and we're attaching it to the greenery. There are 4 slits. We're starting on the outside last slit. See what I did there? Just popped it in. And you need to fold outwards. I'm using my little smaller tape guy. Not the best one. I have troubles with this one. There we go. And I taped on the wrong side. Ah, can't take me anywhere. Nice thing about the tape is you can fix it. Sorry, I shook the table there. So now our medium size, middle size, goes in to the next outside slit on both sides. Mine's trying to sneak into the second from the inside, but we're not going to have none of that. Now I already have tape on that side, so I don't have to worry. I'm going to add some tape to this side. Now you do have to be careful because this doesn't fully open because of the shape of the flowers. If I could get my tape runner to work. It would help if I had it the right side up. Okay, now for the last one. So again, this one goes in not the inside one, the outside one. So you're going to have 1 slit each side left over. Oh, a little bit too much tape there. That's okay. I find that the tape does work the best for the cards that do that. So now, see, it opens and closes. But we have to go on to doing the center part. So let's do that. Okay, next is this little half wheel looking doohickey thing. This kind of is going to go around the center there. So let's get the tabs folded. And there's one more right there. So this is just going to come around and make kind of like a circle. I did use a mixture of cardstock on this, Cricut cardstock, because the colors were nicer, and then Recollections Michaels, in case you're wondering what cardstock I use. Those are them. So glue that little tab on. We're going to give that a second to dry, but we can do the next step. So these little half, whatever shape that is, these get attached right there, and it's just to cover the greenery. So go ahead and do that while this part's drying, and then we'll go on to the next step. Okay, I got mine glued in, so yours are glued in. Just make sure, and I should have mentioned this before I said glue them in, my bad, that you don't cover the last remaining slit, because this piece gets to get popped into this slit, and another piece is getting popped in. That's why this slit is a bit bigger. So same as the flowers, you want to fold outwards again, not inwards. It does get a bit bulky, but that's just the name of the game. Let me add some more tape because my yellow one just popped up. So there, let's close this, kind of give everything a good squishins. There, so right now it's looking fantastic, but we still need the inside. So let's do that. Okay, for the center, we're using these two pieces here. So they've got a center score line that way, and the tab. So get those folded. They're such delicate little pieces. I'm always scared I'm going to rip my paper. So yes, be careful. Don't rip your paper, please. You don't want to have to recut out this one. So you'll notice on one of them at the very end is a slit, and then on the other one it's a top slit. They just line up bottom to top. Pop them together. Pop them together. So it should make this cute little box. Okay. Now we're adding the center pieces. So we've got two bigger pieces, and that's what we're starting with. One has 2 slits on the top, 3 slits on the bottom. The other one has 3 slits on the top, 2 on the bottom. You are starting with the one with the 3 slits on the top. And each side of your little square has 3 slits on the top. So just pick one side, line up your 2 bottom ones, and then you go opposite with your other biggest piece. Easy as that. You might have to finagle a little bit. So now we're looking like that. Now your 2 pieces that have no slits on the top, those go in last. So go to your next 2 pieces, slide those in. 3 slits on the bottom, 2 on the top. They are identical. And they go on either side of one of the center pieces. And I just popped my center guy out. So let's get him back in there. So that's what we're looking like at that point. Now our last couple, just flip it over, and all it is bottom slits. So line it up. Again, finagle it on there the best you can. Only goes on one way. And then the same for the other side. Just getting it on there that can sometimes be the problem. There we go. See, and it just folds up like that. So you should be able to hold on to both tabs and do that. Now, we're going to finagle, and when I say finagle, this is going to be a finagle, these into the inside slit. So there's one. Here's the other. Okay, close it up. And I do recommend that these ones you do the opposite way. Only reason for that is just because it's getting really bulky there. So go ahead, get yours taped down. I'm going to do the same, and then we're going to put the last pieces together. Okay. Oh, I got a little piece. 2 pieces in there. Let me get those out. I thought I had everything weeded. I guess not. Okay, so we got a score line. In this one, they have done a double score line. So just fold along it. Can be a little tricky. Now we got 2 inserts. This insert with the notch goes on this side. We're going to attach this one first. And my trick is always just to go around the cutout part. If my thing will work for me. There we go. Go. And just get that one centered. Now this one needs a little bit more. You'll see that your machine has scored on there. You're only putting adhesive on the outside of that. So I'm gonna get mine done up and attached. I'm going to use glue on this just because it's very narrow. Just don't put too much on. And the reason for that is the insert goes in that part of the card. So just enough that it's going to adhere. Then place the second one, same as the first one. Line it up. And remember, you only have glue on the outside of the score line. We'll let this dry, then attach our pretty sunflower, and then do the final reveal. Okay, time to attach the sunflower. So I'm going to use my tape gun. You can use whatever adhesive is going to work best for you. Just make sure you use enough of it. And remember, this is a bulky card. So I'm going to use just a little bit of glue on these 2 petals. Just because I know, I know from the pop-up butterfly one that you need that. So fold it in half, line it up, make sure it's not poking out, and it's centered best you can. Close that side. Same for the back side. So there's some areas where it's just hard to get this tape gun in. not on that. That, and that. Yeah, there is no rule that you can't use more than one type of adhesive, right? Get the back attached. Okay, I'll see you for the reveal. So here we go. There's the front of the card. I think it looks fantastic with the cream, and I went more with the darker olivey green. Then we open it up. There is our adorable sunflower. I think it looks real. Like from far away, that looks so real. The back is plain. There's our cute sunflower again. And then your little insert card. I put mine with that on the downside, but you could do it that way. I think it looks prettier that way. So that's how I'm going to do it.